What's up, guys? Just chilling here with my dog Rose. What's up, Sue? What's up, Rose? It's my assistant. But anyways, here I am hopping on for my monthly live stream. Hey, what's up, Mindful Herbivore? How you doing, brother? Cool. These are usually pretty small. Usually I'm talking to myself, so I'm glad to have someone on here. That's pretty cool. But I know people come back and watch these later. And as the channel grows, it'd be pretty cool to see if more and more people come on here. But if you got any questions, bro, feel free to shoot any questions. I'm just going to go through questions that people have asked over the past month and answer those. And also just kind of just talk about some random things. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. How's your business kicking off? I know you're new to flipping test strips and medical commodities. How's it kicking off, man? Love to hear about it. I know one question someone asked about was about for me to do a video on listing items on eBay, like test strips and things like that. So I'll talk about that. That's actually what I'm doing right now. Just made the signs, had my dad help me write them. Sweet. That's cool. Keeping the cost down minimal. That's awesome. So that's real good to hear that. Those signs are fun. But as far as just need to start posting them in the street. Yeah, keep them just keep them in your car, and just whenever you see the opportunity to throw it up real quick, just I always keep my my stapler thing with me and my extendable ladder thing in my car, and that way every once in a while just go put some up real quick, and just that way you can just kind of do it on the go. All of a sudden no one's around, just run out of your car like a gangster and put up some signs real quick. Put them as high as possible if you can. But as far as listing items on eBay go, that's actually what I'm doing. I'm listing. I got a ton of boxes. I mean, I probably got like 300 boxes right now. I got to list. Well, I'm not going to list all of them on eBay, but a lot of them I'm selling to my wholesaler. But I do also put a lot of boxes on eBay, and the reason why is because sometimes there are boxes that your wholesaler won't buy, just because maybe the expiration date is too close, or maybe the boxes are too damaged. And so in the beginning, I lost a lot of business because I would only get the boxes that my that I knew the wholesalers would buy for sure. But what I've discovered that's made me like double and triple my business is that I buy boxes of, I just bought boxes the other day that were from 2016. Obviously at a really cheap price, but the nice thing is you can flip them on eBay, and really, when you're buying them, you have no competition because most other people don't buy expired boxes. So, they're going to pretty much take whatever you offer them. So even if you're offering them like, super cheap prices for the boxes, they got no choice because they got no one else to sell them with. They're worthless. And then you can sell them on eBay. People will still typically buy the expired boxes or the damaged boxes, just because of the fact that, there are people out there that don't have insurance and don't have coverage, and they can't pay the full retail price for the boxes, but they can get the boxes off your store on eBay, even if they're expired, because they do still work. A lot of the expired test strips still work, and so they can get these boxes at a fraction of the price. Like these, I was in, I think it was Walgreens the other day, and I seen these boxes, the AccuCheck 100 count. These are like $150 at retail per box. I was like, dang. And so, people who are broke, who don't have insurance and stuff, like that's expensive. What's up, Felix? What's up, brother? I've had a good month, man. Oh my gosh, it's definitely been a record-breaking month. It's been crazy. I've been picking up so many boxes, like big pickups too. So this has been pretty exciting. But that's the cool thing about this business is as you do it longer, you're going to get a lot of repeat customers, and you're going to get a lot of referrals. So I'm getting like repeat customers like crazy. And also something, I don't know if I showed this on any other video. I don't think I did. Oh man, hold on. These cards, this is a great idea. Do this trick because this has really helped me. I got these like a couple of months ago. I ordered some really simple business cards. I don't know if you can see these, hopefully you can, but they're just super simple, nothing complex. It just says cash for diabetic test strips, big bold letters. And then it says call or text George for a quote and just my Google Voice number. And these are magnets. And so what I do is I every time I have a customer, I give them I give them a magnet, and I say, throw these up on your refrigerator. That way, you always remember who called. And I've had a lot of people now over the past couple of months who've been saying like, oh, I'm so glad you gave me that magnet because I forgot your number, but I just went to my refrigerator and I looked, and because if not, a lot of people aren't going to save your number. They'll forget and get new phones or whatever. And, and if you got that magnet, then they can go back to that and they can be like, that can, because if not, they're just going to go and they might go to a competitor. Thanks, bro. Glad you think that's smart. I'm in the first month, haven't got any sales yet because I didn't put in the action quickly. So I was like the turtle at this business. I sucked. I didn't make any sales or anything in my first month. I mean, I was horrible. I didn't make any sales or anything. I mean, I was, taking action, but I've always kind of sucked at everything in the beginning. Like, I'm being honest, like I've never been one of those people who've gotten successful quickly. Like I'm always like, I'm like, my life story is like the perfect, like the turtle. That's me. Like, I'm always the slowest one out the gate, and, everyone else blows past me. But in the end, a lot of times I end up passing people just because I'm super consistent. So the first month I sucked. I didn't close, even though I was getting leads and stuff, I didn't close anything. The second month, I'm pretty sure I didn't close anything either, which is like super embarrassing. And it makes me feel like an idiot kind of, just because people I'm coaching now, like they're making money the first day, like within like a week, they're texting me like, oh, I just did my first invoice for over $1,000. And I'm happy, but I'm like, dang, man, that makes me feel like a retard. Like, I didn't even make any sales for like 2 months. But you know what? Hey, like I said, it's okay to be like the turtle. So as long as you just keep going, if someone like me can do this business where I'm super slow, and and it takes, then anybody can do this business. And just to kind of give you guys like a little inspiration as well, like how quickly your life can change. Because I know that like I was just thinking about it a year ago today, last year was one of the hardest years of my life, to be honest. Like due to some unfortunate circumstances, I lost everything. And so I was starting out the beginning of 2018, dead broke and in debt, which was really painful because I'd worked so hard to get myself out of debt, and I love living debt free. But just due to a long story, I'll do a video on it. I lost everything due to some bad business decisions. Lost over $100,000. My life savings. It was really depressing. And last year, for most of last year, that's how I got into like, phone flipping and eBay drop shipping, because I was so desperate. Like I needed something to make money. And so I started looking at YouTube, and I found out about phone flipping and drop shipping. So I started doing those. And yeah, I'll definitely do a deeper video on that. And so I started doing the phone flipping and the drop shipping. The phone flipping, I did really good. I made over $5,000, or not made over $5,000 profit, but I did do $5,000 in my first month just because I was desperate. I got a daughter and everything. I got to put food on the table, child support, all that stuff, rent. And so, and I started doing drop shipping, and eventually I found out about the medical commodities business, and it just made sense to me. I jumped into it. But, and so long story short, what I'm leading up to, it's been a year and a half later since I hit rock bottom and I lost everything. And pretty much all last year, I was struggling, like living paycheck to paycheck. As an entrepreneur, just basically like every month wondering if I'd be able to pay the rent. It was really a tough time in my life. And, but now today, year and a half later, like money is just flowing like crazy. Like I have, multiple PayPal accounts loaded with cash. My bank account is just like overflowing with money. And I got, checks all over the place. And I'm not saying, I'm definitely not rich by any means, but, like my baby mama needed $700 for summer camp. And before that would have been like, oh God, am I going to pay this? But, I was just quickly able to send her over the $700, no sweat, not even thinking about it. I'm able to pay all my bills and everything with ease. And the reason why I'm sharing this, not to brag or anything, but just to say how not that long ago, I was struggling. Like I was barely getting by, wondering if I could pay the rent. And now, like things are just going phenomenally well. And I mean, I'm putting money away. It feels great. Like now I'm saving money back into my retirement account. Like all last year, I couldn't save any money away in my retirement account. I didn't save any money last year. And so now, like, you know, I'm maxing out my retirement account. I'm saving, you know, I'm actually just getting started. I'm looking into getting started in a monthly gold investing club. And, yeah, man, maybe I will do an ebook. That's a good idea. And so just wanted to share that as inspiration to you guys that, you know, I know what it's like to be at rock bottom and it sucks. And, but, you know, just being consistent and never giving up on the dream, you know, you can really turn your life around. You know, like I said, I'm not a millionaire by any means, but I'm excited because now, like, I'm saving up, you know, to buy a house and property. I want to get into real estate. And all this is turned around relatively quickly. And I'm a slow guy. Like, I'm not like a super intelligent guy or anything. Just been, you know, again, like the turtle, you know, it just keeping going forward. And so I just wanted to share that story that no matter where you're at right now, even if you're at rock bottom, you know, or don't have a lot of money, 12 months from now, you know, if you stay consistent, you know, you can turn your life around just like I did, where all of a sudden, you know, you're not worrying, you know, about money, not worrying about bills, and you can start saving money towards a better future, like putting money away and paying off all your debts. And so, yeah, just wanted to quick share that, you know, hey, you know, if I can do it, you can do it too. Yeah, man, I'll definitely do a book at some time. I appreciate that. What I want to answer a couple of questions people had asked was that one about PayPal. Someone had asked about, you know, PayPal locking funds and things like that. What I want to say about PayPal is that as you do more business with PayPal, in the beginning, you kind of got to develop trust with PayPal. But as you keep doing business, and what will happen in the beginning, they may hold your funds for like up to 30 days, just because they want to make sure you're not scamming the buyer. And but what will happen as you keep doing business with, you'll definitely get the money, but as you keep doing business with PayPal, you'll become what's called a trusted seller, and they'll just like release the funds immediately. And now I'm at the point where, you know, I'm like high priority customer with PayPal. So anytime anyone tries to open up a claim with me or put a case on me, like I win every single case. And even if the buyer does win the case against me, PayPal, you know, typically always still gives me the money anyway, just because they appreciate me so much as a customer. So that's kind of like the good point about, you know, over time, as you know, and you can become a trusted seller with eBay pretty quickly, like within like a month or two, you know, if you're doing steady business on there. So that hopefully answered that question. Yeah, brother, I would love to do life coaching with you, man. Absolutely. I love doing coaching. I've been coaching. I've coached about, I think, 10 people in the past month, which is pretty cool. That's the most record for, you know, most people coaching in a month. And I really like doing that. It's a lot of fun. And I think everybody who coaches with me, you know, will say that, you know, I put my heart and soul into it, and I really give, you know, the absolute best information on the coaching calls. And most people that I do coaching calls with, like, they're just like blown away, you know, at the advice that I give, the recommendations, because, you know, I take it, you know, I put a lot of, you know, my heart and soul into coaching, and really make sure that people get the most value for it. What was the other question? Someone else. Oh yeah, someone asked about Craigslist ads getting flagged and things like that. That's just, you know, Craigslist, that just happens a lot. A lot of competitors are going to Craigslist flag your ads and things like that. But over time, that you know, you just got to stay consistent, post 1 to 3 ads a day. Just know that some will get flagged, some won't. Experiment with posting them in different sections. You don't always have to use pictures with your ads, even just words only, and just experiment. And just know some ads will get flagged, some won't. But just be consistent. Don't post too many ads. And even if your ads are only up there for like an hour or two, that's still enough time to get some leads during that time. Now about listing things on eBay, because I know I still didn't even get a chance to answer that. And I might have to get off here at any minute because someone's coming over here to get something notarized at any minute, and just going to make a quick $20. That's another cool thing about being a notary. You know, you can get people that just come on over to your house. You know, they'll call you and just come on over and, you know, to get some documents notarized. Sometimes, you know, I'll make, you know, just $20 or sometimes $100. And it's pretty cool because it's like, I'm just sitting here. They come in, it takes like 2 minutes, and it's like, all right, sweet, just made like 20 to $100 cash. So that's why another good reason being a notary is a cool addition to your business. It's a great way to make extra money. But as far as listing stuff on eBay, which is what I've been doing, it's real simple. What I do is just take pictures. Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate that. And I understand, if any of you guys got to get off at any time here, no worries. You can always come back and watch the rest of the video later if you want. But I appreciate you hopping on anyways. This is pretty cool. I think this is the first live stream I've done where people actually were on it live while I was doing it. So that's cool. The channel is growing. So, usually I'm just talking to myself. So it's kind of cool to have other people on here. But as far as the boxes, take a picture of every side of the box. Because I want to say this because one of my buddies was complaining how he got a lot of boxes returned to him on eBay. I've never once had boxes returned to me on eBay. And there's a couple of reasons why. Number one, I don't accept any returns. I have no return policy on my listings. I say you're buying them as is. I do offer free shipping. But I take a picture of every side of the box, the front, the back, the top, the bottom. I say they're buying them as is. If they're expired, I say they're expired. I put all the info on there, and I try to price them competitive. I offer free shipping, and I don't, accept returns, and I've never had a problem with it. I've always had, so yeah, list your boxes. You can list multiple at a time, like 2 boxes in one listing, or 4. I have, some listings that have like 10 boxes in one listing, so you don't have to create an individual listing for each box. And then also you can, what another thing you can do is if you have like 20 boxes of the same exact brand and everything, you can put all 20 boxes up there in one listing, and you can have the option to just buy like a quantity. Maybe if someone only wants to buy 5, or maybe they want to buy 10 or whatever. And what I do is eBay, when you're making the listing, gives you the option to give them a discount if they buy more boxes. So, I'll put like, if you buy 2 or more boxes, you get, this percentage discount, and if you buy 5 or more, and I kind of have like a tier system, so it's like an incentive for them to buy more. That way they get a better discount that way. I've also experimented a little bit with promoted lists. Oh, I got the person here now, so I got to go, guys. Till next time. See ya.